Welcome to today's video. If you're looking for luxury homes, spacious 1-acre home sites, and some of the most incredible views of any luxury market in the Tucson area, then you've got to watch this video. Today I am at Yvon Heights, which is a small custom home subdivision of 12 homes located right in the heart of the Catalina Foothills, one of the top luxury areas in Tucson. And when you watch this video all the way through, I'm also going to share with you one of the things that makes Fairfield Homes so unique. And it's a little known fact about them that I know that my luxury buyers really appreciate. And anyone looking for something unique and having a lot of flexibility is really going to appreciate. So stay tuned. We're going to jump in. Let's go. Hey, I'm Rich, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about lifestyle, real estate, and new builds in Tucson and the surrounding areas, then look no further. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned in and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the very first to learn everything that you want to know. Now, right behind me is the model home. This is the Acacia floor plan. And before we take a tour, I'm going to share a little bit of information. For those of you that don't know, my name is Rich, and I've been working in real estate for over 15 years here locally, both as a certified real estate appraiser and a realtor. And over the last 15 years, I've helped over 2,000 people just like you buy or sell a home. And so if you're looking for a great resource, someone who's trustworthy and has the know-how and experience to help you out, grab my contact information out of the description. I'll put it on screen right here so it's easy, and let's get connected. I also wanted to share some information because this builder has a great reputation for flexibility. And I know that from working with them personally. And I think you're gonna really get a sense of what I mean by that by watching this video. But first, they have 5 floor plans that are already approved to be built on these lots. And they range in square footage from about 2,750 square feet to about 3,770 square feet. 3 to 6 bedrooms, 2.5 to 4.5 bathrooms, 2 to 4 car garages, and many of the sites are right at an acre approximately. And so you've got a gated community, you've got panoramic views of the Catalina Mountains, which are behind me there, the Tucson Mountains, which are on the other side of this house. And trust me, when we step foot into this house, you are gonna be amazed because it's got some incredible features. So this one, we're also gonna tour another floor plan that they offer here. And man, there is a lot to like about it. So let's take a peek. All right, guys, welcome in to Fairfield Homes. This is the model at Yvon Heights. And a little bit about this floor plan. So this is the Acacia floor plan, 2,746 square feet. It has a range in bedrooms, 3 to 4 baths, 2.5 to 3.5 baths, 2 to 4 car garage, and starting price is about $860,000. But I mean, as you can tell, as soon as you walk in this house, there is so much that catches your eye. And one of the things I'm excited to showcase with Fairfields is just their build quality, their build styling, their design, the different things you can do with their floor plans. And like I mentioned, stay tuned because there's something unique about Fairfields that I personally love, and I think that a lot of buyers that we work with also appreciate. It adds a ton of flexibility, and so stay tuned because I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the video upcoming. But for now, let's take a walk through this Acacia floor plan. I know with the multi-slide door, the sun isn't doing us too many favors, but I mean, check out this living space. Super, super open. You've got 12-foot ceilings in this area here. I mean, this is incredible. It's almost like, where do you start? I think where my eye goes immediately is this view. Let's just take a look at what Yvon Heights has to offer in terms of view. Stepping right out of indoor-outdoor space, and you are right at one of the most convenient areas of the Catalina Foothills, because River Road and Oracle are right out there. So you don't hear a whole lot of traffic noise. You might hear a slight buzz, but to be honest with you, in a lot of areas in the Catalina Foothills, you're gonna get a little bit of traffic noise occasionally. It's not heavy at all. It's just a minor buzz in the background. But this just gives you a glimpse of the views. You've got just an incredible view down the Tucson Valley, looking at the Tucson Mountains out there. Natural desert landscapes, saguaros, you got this wash. If you like wildlife, guarantee you're gonna see a lot of really cool wildlife. Great space for entertaining out here. You got your fire pit there. Yeah, there is just so much to like about this location. The views, every single one of these homes is sat on a home site that has a similar view. As you can see, you got lots of separation between the homes. We're gonna go tour a couple of these homes as well. These are some of the spec homes that they've been working on, so stay tuned in this video because you're not gonna wanna miss some of the other floor plans and what they have to offer. But that is a look at what the exterior has to offer. You've got this huge patio. As you can see, you've got space for dining. You got space for lounging area with this big multi-slide glass door. Like the weather is today, it's really not that hot. And so having this door open just helps you capitalize on that indoor-outdoor space. Got the stack stone insert fireplace there with the TV above it, which is awesome. Coffered ceiling in the foyer as you come in. And this is just a really functional, I do think that Fairfield Homes has very functional floor plans. They've actually been a builder that my wife and I recently considering building a home, and as our family grows, we're looking for more space, and Fairfield has a floor plan called the Acacia floor plan that we really are considering. And the cool thing is Fairfield Home will build it on an individual lot that they have or a custom lot. If you buy the lot and you want them to build it, that is something that's unique that they'll accommodate as well. Let's look at the cabinetry. Well-appointed kitchen. Got a six burner with a griddle. Big signature hood. And these cabinets, I mean, everybody's style's a little bit different, but as far as a model home, the finishes in this house, they just nailed it. Let me know in the comments, you like the finishes in this house? Would this be your style? I'm sure there's always things that people would change. So fair question isn't, is this perfect? Maybe it is, but overall, the aesthetic, what do you think? Walk-in pantry here. Pretty big walk-in pantry, about just under 2,800 square feet, so pretty good size. And they have several different floor plans that they offer. Many of them are on their website. I'll leave their website in the link of this video so that you can take a peek at that. So we're gonna go into the owner's suite. And I mean, come on guys. Look at this. Look at this bathroom. Super shower, incredible shower. I love this tile, this kind of ribbed tile. Rain head. You've got a little pocket for soaps and bottles and whatnot. Some built-ins. Look at your closet. 8-foot doors. Got a lot of wallpaper. Wallpaper's making a comeback. Now this model in particular, they've showcased a lot of this wallpaper and it looks cool. It looks cool. Actually, Brian, one of the salespeople that works at this location, was educating me on just how much wallpaper has made a comeback, and it's its own skill set. From painters and wallpaperers now are picking up more and more work. And it does add something unique, you know, that you can't quite emulate with paint. You can't duplicate with paint. It's got to be a unique wallpaper thing. But cool bathroom. I like those lights. I like those lights. It is a floating vanity as well, so you've got undermount lights there. I'm sure it looks really cool at night. Let's take a peek into this. This is the Zen Den right here. The Zen Den. Primary bedroom. Cool accent wall. What do you want to guess? That's wallpaper. Let's see. Oh no, it's not wallpaper. Wow, these are actually like wood tiles. That's pretty cool. Like wood tiles that they stuck to the wall. So again, 12-foot ceilings in here, incredible view. Let's take a seat. Let's take a seat. I'll give you a POV. Here we go. Boom. First view in the morning, right out your bedroom window. Incredible, incredible views. I don't know about you, but I feel like having a view just gives you a sense of peace. Gives you a little bit of breathing room. I dropped my wallet, so I'm grabbing that real quick. Yeah, having a view is just, I don't know, it just gives you a sense of calm, just to be able to, maybe it's perspective that it gives you. I'm getting deep and philosophical on you. Maybe it's perspective that it gives you. It gives you a vantage point to just kind of take it all in. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. So we saw one wing of the house. This would be a great little den, office. They got it set up as a cool little like hangout wine room, little conversation pit room. They're rocking the almost cheetah print. It's like a gold cheetah print wallpaper. That's pretty cool. I don't know that it would be a style that I would have picked, but now that I see it with the brown leather chairs, and it's got its own vibe in here. It's like a modern cheetah vibe. Cool room. Let me know in the comments. You like this? You like that aesthetic? Kind of different. So foyer we're standing in now. We got the front door. Here is another wing of the house. Let's go take a peek. So you got your guest bathroom. Little half bath for guests. Again, they did the floating vanities, which looks great with the undermount lighting. Here is your laundry room. Sink. Everything you need. Got some storage here. Got to stay hydrated in the desert. This is what your storage closet should look like in the desert. No towels, no linens, just straight water. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that hardcore out here, but you got to make sure you stay hydrated. So this one has a 3-car garage. Getting a look at it. They've already epoxied the floors. Another thing that I like about this builder is, you know, they're taking care of a lot of things that make the house move-in ready, like epoxy floors, like landscaping and pool in the back. A lot of the spec homes that they're building out here already include that. You've got a tankless water heater, carrier. So you've got one of the best HVAC companies that's built here as well. You got your soft water pre-plumb. If you're not from the area and you're not as familiar with soft water is a soft water loop like this. Something that's very necessary to maintain the plumbing within your house. And the reason why is because In Tucson and Arizona, we have relatively hard water, meaning that it's very mineral rich. And those minerals can create scale and buildup on your piping. It's also really hard on your mechanical components. Well, I thought I was pointing to a water heater, but apparently the water heater isn't right there like it normally is. So it's somewhere else in the house. So never mind that. But it will be harder on your components like your refrigerator if it has some sort of a water feature on it to fill up a glass of water. Your water heater, it can create a lot of mineral buildup, that white scale buildup on glass if you have glass in your house, like around the showers or even faucets. So because we have a lot of hard water here, the water softener really maintains all of your systems that use water, as well as your plumbing, and even some of the normal maintenance, just keeping glass clean in the shower, it helps a lot with. So definitely if you end up buying a house without a water softener, that's something that I highly suggest. I have them in our house as well. And so having at least a soft water loop is something that's important to have. Take a peek back. So back in the foyer area, this is the last wing of the house. Let's take a peek. Okay, linen closet, right off the door. We're headed down to guest bedroom area. Here's a glimpse at one of the guest bedrooms. For reference, this is looks like a queen size bed. 10-foot ceilings in here. Big walk-in closet for a guest bedroom. And they all have ensuite bathrooms. Spoiler alert. Floor to ceiling tile. What do you think of this finish? This is kind of a interesting color combo. Let me know in the comments what you think. Black fixtures, timeless in my mind. I do like these. I do like those light fixtures. Pretty cool. I don't know if we got to look at the floor. These big kind of subtle, almost a concrete look. A little bit different, a little more brown tone in it. So we got another closet on this side. Cool. Janitor closet. We got a special appearance.
Hi, everybody.
This is Brian. You probably can't hear him as well because he doesn't have a mic like I do, but let me get closer to him. So Brian works at Fairfield Homes. If you guys come in, you'll have an opportunity to meet him. And with any luck, maybe the both of us can help you buy a house here at Yvon Heights. We've worked with Fairfield. Let me have a seat.
Yeah.
You've worked with Fairfield for a little bit. You want to share a little bit about what the builder has to offer? Anything that you think is important for viewers to know?
So we are a semi-custom builder. So within the floor plans, much like this one, it starts at 2746 square feet. You can grow it all the way up to 3145, what we're looking at right now. So
yeah.
We've got different opportunities and options within the floor plans to build the home that fits your needs the best. Some of the floor plans will be able to manipulate the square footage, add to it. Other ones we just kind of change what's available. You know, we're building luxury with a view. So all of the sites that we have, whether it be my site, Acacia, Boulder Canyon, we're trying to give you the best views possible. You know, large windows, large sliding glass doors to open up and bring the outdoor living in and the indoor living out. Flows seamlessly, beautifully, and with incredible views to match.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you guys have seen from the tour of this floor plan, the Acacia, they've blended that indoor-outdoor space perfectly, and the weather is still nice enough where we can keep that big slider open.
Yeah.
I was here a week ago and you know, walked in. It was a little bit cooler, but Brian was here by himself, and the whole back door was open, and you know, I can hear the water feature even from here. So like, even back here, almost all the way to the end of the house, you can still hear the outside, the water feature. So that indoor-outdoor space is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Actually, you know, we have integrated audio systems, something you can do in our low voltage part of Design Center. And I oftentimes don't put it on because I like hearing the water feature,
Yeah.
having the door open. It's just really peaceful, and I sometimes don't even utilize my office. I sit in the main living space and get my work done when I can.
I love it. I was geeking out a little bit on the view. I was sitting on the bed, just kind of getting an idea of what your first glance, your first view would be sitting up in the morning out of bed. Yeah. And that whole view of the Tucson mountains out there in the distance. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Especially for the sunsets. Once the sun does set, you get some of the city lights as well.
Yep.
And it's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and something unique, if you're not from, much of the viewers are not from Arizona, but if you're from Arizona, you'll appreciate this because you know what I'm talking about. But if you're not from Arizona, one of the secrets of the sunsets here is we get bursts of color through the sky.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then from the front, actually, you can see from my office view window right here, we've got views of the Catalinas, and the Catalinas will glow purple, pink, orange as the sunset changes and progresses. It's amazing. So from my site, you can...
This is what Brian's looking at right now. Yeah.
It's not a bad view by any means.
No.
From my site, you know, we steal views of the Tucson mountains, the Catalina mountains, and we're perched up on a ridge top, so uninterrupted views, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's a small community here. We've got a total of 12 home sites, gated, and so it keeps it nice, quaint, and a very intimate feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Enjoy the tour.
So that's Brian. He's awesome. If you get a chance to meet him, he definitely will be a big resource if you come out and take a peek at Yvon Heights. His office is set up right now in kind of a teen space area.
Teen retreat in the floor. It's a very flexible space. I think there's a living room. You can kind of set it up almost in mother-in-law suite style.
Yeah. And it's a pretty big space. So I mean, you could easily put a game room in here. You could put a pool table in here. You probably fit a pool table in here. You know, you might have to short stick it on the
set it up as your gym.
sidewall. Yeah, it could be a gym.
Get some bookshelves lining the whole place.
That would be what my wife would do for sure. Reading room, that's what she's after. That reading room and a bread room. I don't know if anyone else's wife is into bread, but my wife has gone off the deep end on bread, and I'm not complaining. That's a good thing. I'm all about some sourdough and some homemade bagels. Here's a look at the last guest bedroom and ensuite here. I like the neutral colors that they used in this model. I kind of appreciate that. Just, it gives you a lot of flexibility. I'm always thinking resale too. So like for most people, they're only going to own a home for on average between 5 and 7 years. And so the idea of the forever home, I hear people still talk about it, but the reality is that that's not where most buyers are today. And so from a resale perspective, keeping your house pretty neutral and using furniture to kind of accent stuff and wall pictures and stuff like that, I think that that's a pretty good way to get some uniqueness in your house, but also make it feel a certain way. Put your sauce, your flavor on it, but also protect your value long term if and when and how you needed to sell the house. So without any further ado, this is the Acacia floor plan. We're gonna jump over to another one of their spec homes and we're gonna take a peek at that. So come on, let's go. Now, as I'm standing in the main cul-de-sac of this community, again, there's 12 home sites that I'm surrounded by. But as I've mentioned in this video, this is one of the most convenient locations in the Catalina Foothills that you could possibly ask for. It's on the southwestern boundary of what would be considered the Catalina Foothills. And you're close to so much shopping and dining, not only in Catalina Foothills, what that has to offer, but also more close to central Tucson, northwest Tucson. You're close to the Tucson Mall, La Encantada, which are one of the two of the main shopping areas. Lots and lots of local eateries and restaurants. Outdoor recreation, you've got proximity to Catalina State Park for all of you outdoor enthusiasts, including Finger Rock Trail, which is an incredible hiking trail. If you haven't checked it out, highly suggest it. Lots of mountain biking courses and mountain biking trails that you can take advantage of as well. And lots of golfing. If you're a golfer, there is quite a bit of golf just surrounding us here in this area, not only in the Catalina Foothills, but Northwest Tucson. You have Tucson National Golf Club and lots of other premier courses to take a look at and consider as well. Healthcare, it's very accessible to Northwest Medical Center, which is probably one of the largest in Tucson, as well as Oro Valley Hospital, so they've got you covered. If you want to take a look at school districts, I invite you to do that because we've got Amphitheater School District, which you can do some reviews on and take a look at. But that gives you a little bit of a glimpse at what this area has to offer in terms of conveniences and its location. So next up, we're gonna take a look at another one of their floor plans. And before we do, I just wanna share a little bit more information about the builder themselves. They've got a 40-year history of operating here in Southern Arizona. Great reputation, generally regarded in semi-custom and custom home sites being built here in Southern Arizona. Really have a lot of emphasis on sustainability, energy efficiency, and they've really hung their hat on flexibility in terms of what their customers want and what they're looking for. If this is something that's in the realm that you're looking for, whether it be new builds, luxury, existing luxury, feel free to grab my contact information. I'm gonna put it here on the screen. I'll also leave it in the description. You can call, text, email, or schedule a free Zoom consult. I'd love to get connected with you because I've got over 15 years of experience to put to work on helping you identify which areas in Tucson are gonna fit exactly what you're looking for, from price to amenities to conveniences to style of homes, you name it. So let's get connected on a free Zoom consult. That's the best way for me to suggest us getting acquainted. And without any further ado, let's take a peek. All right, so I've mic'd up Brian and he's gonna help do a tour of this spec home. This floor plan is which one?
The Sycamore floor plan.
Sycamore floor plan.
This is another one that grows a little bit in square footage, and we can kind of change the layout. The way we've got it set up right now is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath en-suites, walk-in closets in each of the bedrooms. And then as you'll see, we've got, as we enter the home, large pivot door, which helps take advantage of these Catalina views right there.
Yep.
We got a courtyard right off the entranceway as well.
One of my favorite things, I've mentioned in a couple videos now that my wife and I are looking for a bigger space, but the courtyard has turned into a must-have for us.
Mm-hmm.
And so Fairfield has several floor plans with the courtyard. I told you that our favorite, my wife and I's, is the Acacia.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly similar, just you know, this courtyard, this entry, the pivot door, it all is pretty special.
Yeah. And I've seen this set up with a water feature, plants, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Little privacy. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like as you leave your house, it's hard to see, but those Catalina mountains are huge. They've got, again, for people that aren't as familiar, Mount Lemon's at the top. You got a ski resort with, I don't know, 8 to 10 lifts. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
8 to 10 ski lifts up there.
Yeah.
So you got pine trees, and that's about 45 minutes to an hour drive from here to Ski Valley, which is where the ski resort is. So, all right, let's take a peek.
So right as we walk in through this big pivot door,
yeah, I love these doors.
you've got your office set up right here.
Yeah.
Right off the courtyard, allowing for a lot of natural sunlight without having that direct sunlight to add any warmth to the home.
Yeah, it's private. You do get that sense of natural light, which is awesome. I'm still stuck on these pivot doors every time I see one of these.
They're great.
I sold a house in Skyline Country Club, and it had the biggest pivot door I'd ever seen. It was like 16 feet. Oh, good. It's got a little soft close on it. Okay, cool. I was like, uh-oh. It was 16 feet wide by like 18 feet tall.
That's absolutely
It was
crazy.
massive. But these pivot doors are super cool. So you've got a coffered ceiling as you come in. Give you a glimpse up there. Very, very open 12-foot ceilings here.
12-foot ceilings. Yep. Got a T-drop to help break up the space. Pendant ceilings. Lighting. Kitchen right here. Great room. So dining. Cool. And one of my favorite features in this house.
Yes. So anyway, we probably skipped through a little bit, but as we were opening this up, this alarm did not want the door open. Let's just put it that way. So
was not cooperating.
Yeah, it was not cooperating, but it's got this incredible corner that completely opens up, goes right out to your patio area. As you can see, you have an incredible view out these windows, similar to the house we were just looking at, but you know, Tucson mountains look like they are just right at your feet. And you can see Oracle Road. I mentioned traffic noise. You're gonna get some of it, but you know, we're approaching rush hour traffic. It's probably gonna be the busiest. But overall, I don't think for most of the buyers here, it's probably not that big of a deal.
It's kind of a trade-off for the location and the proximity to all downtown.
Yes.
Ease of use and all the amenities nearby as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I mentioned earlier in the video that we were located in an area of the Catalina Foothills, which is probably one of the most convenient because we're on like the southwestern boundary of the Catalina Foothills, what would be considered the foothills. And because of that, you've got a lot more proximity on River Road. And I think working with a lot of people that buy high-end homes in Catalina Foothills, one of the biggest reasons that someone might not want to do Catalina Foothills and consider some other area is because there's really no convenient way to I-10. You know, if you want to go downtown, which we have a very vibrant downtown, it's not really a convenient way to get there. If you want to get to central Tucson, it's relatively convenient taking Swan or Craycroft south, but this is definitely going to be an area that is going to maximize convenience while still being in Catalina Foothills. And so with that comes maybe a little bit more proximity to some bigger roads like Oracle Road.
Yeah. So again, with the split bedroom floor plan, owner's suite here, secondary bedrooms over there, access to the garage right here down this hallway.
Awesome.
We have pantry, half bath, laundry, and then leading into the large garage.
Cool, let's go check it out. So, pantry here, half bathroom. Love the floating vanities. Half bath for guests. This is also really cool.
The tile in there. Kind
of tile behind the mirror. And then a laundry room. So you do have ample cabinetry. And then you got a little stop and drop here. And then into the garage. And these homes are move-in ready.
Yes.
Again, just to kind of highlight that, working a lot in the builder community, these homes, I mean, epoxy floors are what kind of like
standard.
There's really a lot. There usually is a laundry list of stuff that still needs to be done after move-in. But you guys cover everything. I mean, most of all their specs are landscaped. Like you literally sign and get the keys and move in.
And then we've got tankless water heater with a recirculator. Right behind you there, we've got a pre-plumb for a water softener.
Yep, talk to them about that and the importance of that.
HVAC, dual unit in this home.
Okay.
Got your 2 AC units outside there. The other heating unit is in the half of the house with the secondary bedrooms.
Okay. Now, is there a reason, or do the buyers get to pick which HVAC company? Because I noticed there was a Carrier in the model, and then there's a Rheem here. Does it matter, or is there something standard?
I think, like, dependent on the floor plan, we have different units and different sizes, and working with our HERS ratings, which is in the 50s. You know, we're choosing the best unit to cool and heat the home.
Both reputable brands.
Yep,
for sure.
But if somebody wanted something specific, I'm sure we could see what we can do about it.
Yeah, so again, unique to you guys versus maybe more of a production style builder, those conversations are a lot more approachable, right? So if there's a specific type of HVAC SEER rating or unit that you want, that can be factored in. If there's any specific tile that you want, from my understanding, you guys have full range of custom. Like if it can be bought and purchased and acquired, you guys are willing to go
through our interior design team at Interior Logic. There is a lot that we can do with the layout of the home. As far as like, you know, tile, cabinetry, and everything within that design spectrum.
I love it. Well, cool. That probably answers some questions too, because there's usually a range. Some people prefer to kind of have a package style where they're designing their house based on packages, which you guys do. And then there is also a buyer that really wants to build everything and have a say in everything. And you have full control, whichever route you decide to go.
Here we're entering the owner's suite. Again, showcasing the walls of windows, luxury with a view. Waking up to the tips of the Tucson mountains right there.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful mountain views. I think view-wise, so do you get to choose whether the wall is solid versus a view fencing, like wrought iron?
Yes. And like you had mentioned, you know, with Oracle being right there and having a little bit of that road noise, we decided to have this, get the treatment and make it a little bit more quiet, and we did the solid wall as well for privacy from the lot behind us.
And they did it at the right height. You still get all of the mountains, but it completely blocks out pretty much anything else other than mountains. So. 10-foot ceilings in here?
12 foot.
12 foot? Okay.
Yep, and then when we do the 12-foot ceilings, you got 11 in the owner's bath. 12-foot ceilings are in the great room, dining, kitchen, owners, and then 11 in the owner's bath. The rest of the home will be 12 or 10.
Very cool. Shower. I like that the whole pony wall is tiled.
And you got the dual walk-ins, his and hers.
Yep, his and hers, or hers and hers,
or his and his, however you want to do it.
His, you know. Here's the other one. So one's a little bit smaller. Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
And then moving on to this side of the home.
So we got the guest wing of the house here. So we're walking into the first guest bedroom. Man, look at that. It almost looks like you're on a cliff edge. You probably can't really see out here, but you look out this window, it's just straight down into pretty much a vacant wash. You've got a view out this window. So ensuite walk-in closet and ensuite bathroom here. Very cool. Very cool. I'll view out that window as well.
Second heating unit right there.
Okay. So a little mechanical closet looks like in here, yep. Continuing down. Another bedroom with ensuite bathroom.
The walk-in closet is in the bath at this one.
Okay. Very, very functional. If you've got kids, if you've got in-laws, if you've got I mean, if you got anyone that you're trying to accommodate living under your roof, having ensuite bathroom and walk-in closet is a best case scenario. Very cool. Yeah, so this is just a glimpse at what Fairfields can do. They're building spec houses here. They're also building from the ground up. If you want to build something completely custom, pick your floor plan. Does it have to be one of the floor plans that you guys already have pre-designed, or can we build straight from, work with the designer, architect, build something completely custom on one of these lots?
We have permitted for the estate series, so 5 floor plans, the Acacia, the Mesquite, the Sycamore that we're in, the Acacia, and the Manzanita. And that ranges anywhere between 2,700 square feet, 2,900, 32, 33, and 3770.
Okay.
Now, we do have some full custom options and spots around town where we are building full customs. I can always have the conversation with my bosses and see if we can do something. It will add length to the build time because we got to go through the design process and through the permitting phases and everything. So as it sits right now, I've got my graded lots, and with the approved floor plans that we have, I've got about a year build time. Yeah. Okay. And so if you have the want and need, we can always have the conversation.
Yeah, I love that. So thank you for that, Brian.
You're welcome.
So again, I think a testament to Fairfield, because they're very willing to listen to the requests of their clients, depending on what you want to do. It's not necessarily a no, it's just how do we figure out how they can accommodate what the client wants. And so as you pointed out, if there was an option where somebody wanted to build a completely from the ground up, going through design, architect, working with that whole team to design a custom floor plan, use Fairfield to build it, that could be an option here potentially. It would extend build times like you had mentioned, and so it would be, you know, it would be a conversation to start and then kind of work piece by piece, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a process, and if it fits your timeline and your needs, we can have the conversation.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Very
cool. Well, so this is, and square footage on this house one more time. This is why I brought Brian, because now I don't have to remember.
3,303 square feet on this one.
Okay. About 3,300 on this one. Very cool. And I don't know if you can tell, but they carried the tile outside. So again, just to kind of pick up the nuances of indoor-outdoor space. It's even from the flooring gonna feel the exact same as you step from inside your house to outside your house. And you get to enjoy everything else that this area has to offer. All right, so as promised, there is something unique about Fairfield that I wanted to share with you, because it is unique to what I would consider production style builders who build at scale. Fairfield definitely is on the cusp of that. They definitely have more of a focus on semi-custom and custom. And because of that, they have a lot more flexibility in being willing to modify their floor plans, their finishes. I mean, seriously, they have some of the most flexibility you'll find in a builder this size that is willing to really explore any and all options that their clients, customer may want, from finishes on the interior, exterior, locations, style of home, architecture. It really is cool to work alongside with a build team that has the flexibility and patience and resources to be able to put a dream into reality. So if you're looking for something that is very bespoke, and you're looking for something that is very unique, and you've got a vision in your head, you want to see it put on paper and ultimately built from the ground up, I would highly recommend that you explore Fairfield Homes. And if you're curious about some experiences doing that, feel free to grab my contact information. I would be happy to share some insights about what that's like and help you along that journey. If you're considering a luxury home in Tucson or the greater Tucson area, drop a comment below on which community or area you have questions on or you think I should make a video on next. I personally read and reply to all the comments, and this video is actually the byproduct of someone commenting on my video, shouting out this location and them wanting to see it filmed. So there you go. Thanks for the input to that individual that left me a comment. I appreciate you and you watching the content and enjoying it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to hit that like button to support these videos and the value that we're bringing to you. And until next time, I hope to see you around the neighborhood.